Okay, I don't know what the heck that was all about, but I think I'm finally live. I copied that stream key. Well, I changed it like 4 times. Okay, turn that volume down or put the headset in. All right. Let me get the chat back up. Good grief.
I helped.
And Jenny helped.
All you probably had to do is restart it.
Yeah, she finally told me to restart YouTube, so I went back through and restarted YouTube. Can y'all hear me? Everything good? Hold on. Finally got it. All right. So sorry about that. Good grief. I was about to just shoot this stupid thing. Okay. Pop out chat. We need that. Live chat. All right. Did you guys hang in there? How do you see who's on? That's the wrong thing anyway. I wanted to go to YouTube. All right. Give me a... All right. Okay, I see you in here, Ricardo. Good to see you. Good Lord, I was getting so darn frustrated with this thing. Okay. So I'm going to need that. Let's switch over to our images. And I guess I just, like Jenny said, just restart YouTube. That's the only thing I did different was I just closed down YouTube and then restarted it. But let me see. Oh, I am on the wrong thing anyway. Let's see, I'm all flustered now. Not that. Okay, wait a second. Go to this one. Where did all my... Tell me I closed those. Oh goodness. Yes, I did. See, I got so flustered I closed everything down. Okay, I'll just reopen them. I know which one I want to look at first. 3462, Mascam, right, Gigapan. Our Alien TV. Bring that over. Bring the chat back. I need 3 monitors. That's what I need. Where's my chat? There we go. Exactly. Turn it off and back on again. If she wouldn't have said that, I was getting ready to just let everybody know that it's not going to work and I'm going to shut it down. She goes, well, just restart YouTube. Yeah, listen to your wife. Listen to your wife. I know. Women are smarter than us. That's probably why they live longer.
Didn't think it was gonna work, did you?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So today, now that I'm getting all my things reset. Well, like I say, I tested everything before about, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes before I was looking at stuff. And I said, oh, let me just make sure it's going to work. And the only thing I didn't do was actually go live. I said, okay, I got the stream key right. I, brought up OBS, all that. And, I mean, everything was supposed to be working. And as soon as I went to go live, I kept waiting because sometimes it takes a few seconds for when you start streaming on OBS for it to come across on YouTube. So I said, okay. I waited a few seconds. I said, well, nothing's happening. And after about 2 or 3 minutes, I said, oh, okay, something's not right. So I said, well, let me look at the stream key. And so I looked at the stream key and it was correct, and then I went back through and I just recopied it from YouTube over, just in case something got messed up. But am I? Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm on the right page here. All right. So, let's see. Did I talk about this in last week's this door and everything? And I showed the animation. I thought that was pretty cool. I know I did on the video, but this door is pretty cool, and I'm hoping that I've been looking through the other Gigapans just to see if we can see it from any other angle, and I haven't found anything yet on it, but I did find some cool structures. This Gigapan is going to be a pretty in-depth one. There's so much going on in this thing. This right here was a structure, and I've got some enhanced images of this, but I don't even know what to make of this thing on top. In fact, let me go. Please tell me I didn't close all my enhanced images. Let's see, it's not that one. That's the regular. There it is. Okay, let's bring this over. Yeah, I have an enhanced image of this one. Check out these walls on here, first of all, and then the dog that's sitting on top. I don't know if it's a dog. It actually looks like this is a block that's behind it. But when you first look at it, it looks like these big, long dog ears. Looks like these long legs coming out with these paws laying over the roof. There's even what looks like a tail sticking up, and his back legs are behind him. I don't think that's what this is, because like I say, I think this top part is actually a rock that's behind it. And it's just weird, the shape that this thing has. And I thought about starting here on this one because there's some pretty cool stuff in here. But you can see this wall right here even looks like it has a window in here. And I don't know if that's a window or a hole or what. I don't even know what the structure's supposed to be. But take a look at this. This is maybe a courtyard area. If this were a building, maybe a courtyard, or maybe this part of the building is collapsed. But there's something back over here, so we may start on this week.
I'm gonna try to get some more sleep. 2 hours is not enough. We're working 5 hours.
All right, baby. Yeah, you.
Good luck, Ricardo.
Yeah, we're gonna need it today, apparently. And I didn't know what to make of this thing right here. This thing looked pretty cool. Could it just be shadowing from something? I don't know. I don't think it's a shadow because I don't know what I'd be casting the shadow unless this is dug out right here. But the shape of it actually comes up like this, across, over, back down, and then back down. And this edge along here is extruded outward. And then it looks like these two blocks on top of it. So hopefully get to that this week. I'm really working on the ledge that you found. Hi, Mushroom.
She wants to say hi.
Say hi. Ricardo's here. Say hi.
Hi.
But yeah, this thing right here, I don't know what to make of this yet. Maybe it's just a hole in the roof, and from the angle we're looking at, see how it almost kind of looks like it has an edge along here.
Hiya. You say hi. Yeah, hiya.
Well, how come it didn't come across on here? Oh, there it went. Wow, it's faster on there than it is on YouTube.
It's okay. Your computer's a little slow.
It's not my computer, it's
Okay,
YouTube.
your TV is a little slow, just like you. I understand.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. That's why you're going to be single pretty soon.
Okay. Now support.
I ain't got no money. What you talking about? But they're actually, take a look at these buildings with angled roofs. There's one. This one I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like a building too. I mean, there's so much in this. Hey, how's it going, Lynn? Oh, it's Sunday morning already for you. Goodness gracious. We're still in Saturday afternoon. At least I hope it is. But this one actually looks like it has something in front of it too. But the shape of it looks like a building. You got a definite line right here. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn on my pin tool. I forgot. Hang on. I will get that real quick. I like that pin now that I have it. I gotta move it into a folder. Downloads. There we go. Now, hopefully you can see that real well. Oh, let me click off of that. All right, I love this little pin tool. But and you can use it. You can make a highlight also. You can use the pin or the highlighter. But I've been looking and looking and looking at this Gigapan and trying to model what I see. And oh, there's the older one. Hi. You want to say hi?
You get her in the camera. There you go.
Say hi. But yeah, we're definitely working on this. I want to get over here.
Wait, look at the camera. Wave.
Yeah, wave a little higher. The microphone's in the way. There you go. Okay, I want to look at. Now this is what I've been working on this week. Oh, not that one.
Oh, she wants to sit in your lap and say hi.
Not right now. Oh, I didn't bring in the regular one. Oh, come on. This one. There we go. Okay, this is the one I've been working on. Now, this is the enhanced. Let me see if I can find it back in the Gigapan. Oh, I always forget where it is. I think it's... Is it this ledge? Nope. I'll find it. Not that ledge. Well, that looks like another area we should be looking at. Oh, there it is. All right. So this is the area that I started working on. And I just want to show you these big structures up here. This looks like a big building, warehouse, or something. That comes here. And then there's this big, I'm guessing another building, although it is weird shape. I thought maybe it was a train, and I'll show you why in just a second. Is that an arch roof? Yes. If you're talking about the one that I was just at, let me see. Hang on. Where did you go? Where did you go? Right here. No, that's the other one. I had these all. But yeah, that looked like an arched roof. There's so much going on in this Gigapan. Where did it go? Of course I won't find it again. Oh, where are you? Well, I won't find it now, but yeah, I seriously think that was an arched roof. Oh, no, I lost the other one. Here we go. It took me a while to figure out what was going on this one, but you can definitely see more of these arched roofs. And tricky, I make. Yeah. And this was a good find, by the way, Ricardo. I was going to start on another one that I had snipped. Well, let me show you the enhanced one. Well, the one I was showing a minute ago, this was one of them. I didn't bring up the other one. Let me see if I can find it real quick. What was it, number 2? $34.62. What's going on?
Alright. It's
Alright.
my nap time.
Alright.
I need rest.
Yes. Is it this one?
No.
Oh, this is what I want to talk about, though. Okay, I'll come back to that one. This is the one I sent in the Discord. This thing, at first glance, it looks just like a natural rock. And if somebody said that's just a rock, I'd be fine with that. But then I saw this right here, how this comes out in a cube shape. It comes down, across, and back up. Look how flat this wall is in here. And then you got more extruded walls over here. And these are cube shaped. And then I noticed, yeah, well, the only thing is it's kind of big, at least from what we can tell, in the Gigapan. I'll go back to the Gigapan here in a minute. But yeah, it kind of has that shape to it. See the eye, that would be the mouth. I don't know. I just, like I say, I noticed the architectural stuff more than I noticed, like, beings and stuff like that. Now, I have found people on Mars. I'm pretty sure they were people. But this looks like a wall that is actually pushed down at an angle like that. This wall starts way over here, by the way, and you can see pieces of it are broken. I mean, it's broken pretty good. But if you look close, you can see the thickness of these pieces, and this one has other pieces behind it. But look at that right there. That's the sun hitting the top of it. It's angled just right. All right, sweetie. And it's just broken pieces. You can see that right here. And by the way, I had to really bump the contrast and burn through. I just about burned through the whole photo to get this stuff out. But then this wall, and the wall is circled in the purple, actually turns 90 degrees and goes all the way down here. And it gets real blurry, but this actually looks like structure back here. So we really want to focus on some of these specific areas, and these are at the back of the Gigapan. When you go to the Gigapan right here, there we go. These are way back in there, so they're not very clear. And when you zoom in, I mean, it's going to break up a good bit. And those were over. Is this it? No, that's a different wall. Where are you? I thought you were closer to the door. Oh, take a look at that. Didn't even notice that before. That looks like a area that's been dug out in a square shape. I never even noticed this one. Where did you go? You're not over here. Not this far over. Are you? No. But there was something down here.
I got it.
I remember one of them I snipped from over here, because this looked pretty cool. And I didn't know what to make of this. What is it, just natural, and we're just the angle that we're looking at this rock? Maybe so. But it kind of looks like it continues back through here like a roadway or something. So I may look at that. Yeah. Well, I need to start adding notations to when I save something and put about where I found it. But usually I'm more prepared than today. I had to do some running around before I got started. And then, like I say, I got home and started cooking, and then about 30 minutes ahead of time, I got everything ready. I thought I got everything ready. And I said, okay, well, I'll finish up the mashed potatoes, and the chicken was cooking. Yes, we eat a lot of chicken around here. Last week I was cooking chicken also.
Last night we had chicken.
And last night, well, that was,
Still chicken.
Yeah, that was fried chicken.
Church's chicken to be exact.
Church's chicken. Oh, this one I haven't even snipped yet, but this looks like a wall. Definitely looks like a wall. It looks like it's kind of broken down right here, and we're seeing inside maybe, or there's pieces of this wall that are coming down. But that part right there looks pretty flat and smooth. No, I grilled today. Last week I barbecued. I've got one of those what's it called? Master Chef smokers. And it's an electric smoker, but you know, you put wood chips in it. And in Texas, we love cooking with mesquite. Mesquite is, to me, just gives the best flavor of all. Sometimes I'll use different types of wood, but most time, in fact, we can go out in the desert and get mesquite for free, but normally I just buy it at Walmart. Wow, I will not find that now that I'm looking for it. This rock is, if it is a rock, it's pretty flat on the bottom. It's got what looks like pieces of something, but they're flat pieces underneath, and it's sitting on this and overhanging this edge right here. That was pretty cool. I wish you could just zoom in a little bit. And then right next to it is another piece. I think these are more of those protrusions, what do you call them, overhangs, where they were building. Aurora. But this, it took me a while. Oh, that's what I was talking about. It took me a while to kind of figure out what was going on with these. This is a ledge right here. And it's looks like it has collapsed and this stuff has fallen down. This is a pretty definite shape. It looks like a cube, and then it comes down kind of like a triangle. The bottom is flat and it's coming out straight, but this goes up at an angle right like this, and I've got part of that model. That thing, that was pretty cool, and it's sitting on top of what looks like a roof, and this whole building, if it's a building, is actually, it's fallen down from up here, and then it has slid sideways down this mountain or butte. Yeah, well, because this is leaning over, and this is actually, it's actually leaning almost 90 degrees over, and so we're getting a good shadow. The sun is somewhere up over here in most of these images, right? No, up over on it here on this Gigapan. It's up and to your right just slightly. See that over here? So I think, and once again, these are just my opinions, but my opinion is that the reason it looks weird is just the angle that it's leaned over. In fact, I'm surprised. See how the bottom of this thing is kind of wedged into this block right here? That's the only thing holding this on the side of this mountain. It's pretty steep. So let me go back to this enhanced image, because you can see this a lot better. Now, I burned the heck out of this to bring these lines out. This thing is so, the images that Joe had to use to do this must have been horrible. I haven't looked at the original images. A lot of times I will, but with Joe, you can pretty much take it to the bank over at Art Alien TV. Just like Neville Thompson's, you can take his to the bank most of the time. So normally I will go back and look at the NASA images, but this time I actually started snipping things that I saw. Here's what honestly looks like a travel trailer. I don't know if that is a wheel well right there, but it's yeah, if I can talk, it's square. You can see it comes up, comes across, and comes down, and it looks like that along this line it might be the metal might be pushed out a little bit. But then look at this rooftop right here. It looks like a beam or something hit this and crushed it down. And we can see inside of here. And I actually have that modeled. Let me show you what we got modeled so far. And I still have a long ways to go. Where's the RV? There it is. I see it. Am I in edit mode? Yes, I am. That's why I can't click on it. It helps if you hit the right one. Come on, click on it. Okay, I'm clicked on it. But it's kind of collapsed down like this. And I don't know if it was designed to go up like this and then come down, but it looks like a straight beam hit it because the corners were creased pretty good on it. And same here. And it actually looks like it has this bench in there. And then I don't know if this is a refrigerator or not, but the black cube, I'm going to show you this, kind of looks like a refrigerator. And hopefully that comes through on the YouTube compression. But it's sitting on the back of this. This thing even looks like it had a bumper on it. And let me go back to that and show you. Okay, here's that black cube right there. And it comes down here in front. Here's the part in back. There was another one. Ah, okay. And you kind of see a line right here. Now, like I said, I'm sure it's not a refrigerator. But you ever seen those apartment refrigerators, or what they call dorm room refrigerators? How it's got the freezer on top, then there's a little separation, and then there's the refrigerator part. It's kind of what it looks like. And then here's that bench that goes across. And this is inside of here. And I don't know if this is just where the light's hitting it. I can't see where if the light's coming from actually back over here and down, it could hit that and light that up from the inside. But I think that's a window there, but I'm not sure. But take a look. This may be a bumper. See how it comes across right here. And it ends right there, and it actually looks like it's beveled around that edge. So I don't know if this is a travel trailer or a motorhome, but I think it's some sort of metal. And something, like I say, the roof comes up here, then it goes straight up, and then across, and back down, and across, and then back up, over, and then back up on that side. So it actually looks like these are wheel wells. Like this would be a double axle or something, but these would be smaller than this one. So if it is, these tires would be smaller, but it's actually up off this ground right here. If this is the ground, it'd be up off of this ground. And then there's a casket right here. I don't know if it's a casket. I shouldn't say that because then people say, oh, he said there's a casket. No, I don't know if it's a casket. Actually, this is part of this metal piece. I'll show you what that looks like. Now, these are pretty cool. These actually look like train cogs. There's one, there's two, and this may be a third one right here. Let me go back to the model so we can illustrate what we're seeing. Helps if I click on the right thing. But yeah, this is kind of what that looked like. It actually looked like it had that cutout in the front. And then this is that little cube, and it's so blurry it's hard to tell what this cube is. But if this thing is some sort of travel trailer or something, the floor actually looked like it was a little thicker and came up, so I actually modeled it that way. And this does look like a bumper, although I should have put the black material on it. And then here's that cutout where the wheel well would be. And like I said, I didn't model these yet, so I'm still trying to figure out what those are. But up here actually looks like a window, and I'm not sure if it is or isn't. Once I get into this more, I'll try to determine. I'll make as best a determination as I can before I model it. This is those what look like. They literally look like train cogs. You're seeing it from kind of this angle right here. Let's see, because you can see a little bit of that part too. You can see a little bit of this extruded edge right here, and they're round. Those are, I have to hide everything. Let's see, let's hide you. And I don't have them in place yet, do I? I don't think I rotated them in place. But they are, oh, gotta hide you too. You're in the way. And you. Oh, so blurry on here. But those are right there. There's one. There's the third one. How come I don't see the second one? I know I can't see it better in the Gigapan. Is this the oh, that's why this isn't the enhanced. I have that up above it. There we go. Now you can see them. This is the enhanced image. One. There's two. And like I say, there may be three. Where did the third one? It was somewhere. There it is. Right there. But this one looks a little wider, or the angle's just a little bit different. So do we have a train? Is this part of a train, or is this still part of the building? Look at the back of this one, which I have not got to model yet. I mean, it could be a train, because we can't see the bottom of it. This is actually being obscured by this huge box right here. Is this a collapsed building, which it does look like, and I'll show you that here in a minute. I haven't modeled it, but I'll illustrate what I'm talking about. But this looks like a collapsed building, and it's obscuring the bottom of this, whether it's a train or whatever it is. But you've got something here on the back of this. See that? It almost looks like it has this like triangular shape at the bottom, and it comes up and then across, and then there's a, yeah, I can't tell if that one's more cubic shaped or if it's still another piece of what looks like a triangle. That would be right here. And then there's another one, that one looks triangular too, that goes up. But these are right in the middle of this back wall. This is a side wall that would be more or less facing you, and this would be facing away from you. And this is actually extruded inward, and these pieces come out like this. Right, exactly. If it's a vehicle, I think it's a pretty large vehicle, but trains could be big. But I don't see any windows on it. So maybe cargo train, I don't know. But compared to these buildings here, and these definitely look like buildings. Okay, before I go back to the other one, this looks like a collapsed building where maybe this piece right here, that looks like something may have, because it's sitting on top of the roof, may have hit this and collapsed this whole roof down. Look at how big this piece is. What is it? I don't know, but it's got all these pieces coming off. Is it some sort of craft? Is it some sort of... It can't be just a regular rock the way it's shaped, but it's something, it looks like, struck this building and with enough force to collapse the whole thing down. And there was stuff inside of here. You can see all this stuff. This is all inside. Here's a wall that was left standing, and see how it was broken? right in this area. Here's another piece of roof back here. This one looks like it might be more roof and it's underneath this other piece. What is this thing? And, you know, how was it used to flatten this building? Basically, the walls are still standing, and maybe it was just when this ledge, this is your ledge right here, all of this stuff is up on the ledge, and all of this stuff has fallen off the ledge, but it literally looks like this thing hit this roof. Are you talking about, let's see, this section here? Is that the one? Because this is the right wall of the, what I think is a structure. It comes down under this roof piece right here, and then it comes across at a 90-degree angle, and comes all the way to here. This is the vertical part right here on this side, and then if it is rectangular, which we are assuming it is, it would go back here. No, the rib cage. Oh, you talking about over on this right side? There was a gap. Yeah, this gap right here. Yeah, it turns. It looks like it literally turns a 90-degree angle. And look at this piece of roof or whatever. This is one separate plate of the roof, I guess, because you can see the line comes down here, and it looks like. See, this is the left side, this is the right side, and then it comes back up. See that square piece? Farther to the right. Farther, farther, farther. Okay, I see this hole right here. Tell me if I'm getting close. But this is the rib cage piece you're talking about right here, right? That's what I mean. That's a better explanation than what I had. I thought this might have been. You ever see those? You ever see the movie Cowboys and Aliens? Those alien flying craft. Well, I guess that's the creatures themselves, the flying creatures, or their drones or whatever they were. It kind of looks like that. More. Okay, I'm here. There's a section right here where it looks like we see a inner wall and the outer wall. Yeah. Doesn't that kind of look like it? I mean, not exactly, but kind of. Here would be the tail right here, and then the head. And it had that big grappling hook on it. Keep going and up. Oops. I hate when I do that. Keep going and up a bit. Okay, we have this right here. And this is on that ledge right here. Here's the ledge coming down, and it looks like it continues right along here. And then there's maybe an upper ledge. Almost there. Okay. And that was an interesting piece there. All right. Hey, Leslie Ann is here. Hi, Leslie Ann. Yeah, we're just talking about the structures. Actually, Ricardo found this one. It's one that I had snipped, but I hadn't done anything on, and he highlighted a bunch of this, and I was like, yeah, I think when I start modeling, I better start on this one. This thing is very intricate and detailed. It's at the 9 o'clock position, so back over here. 9 o'clock will be over here. Is it? Is it over here? I hate the delay because it makes you think you're almost well, it's hard to communicate back and forth when you almost get there. That's it. Okay, so this area right in here, yeah, this is very smooth across here, and it almost looks like another roof or panel piece. This could be a building. See the kind of square shape, well, I should say rectangular. It comes across here, comes up here, and it's hard to tell, but it looks like it comes across here because we can follow a straight line across, pretty straight, and then maybe back down here, but then it's got this extra piece that comes right here. It comes up and across. So, and for the what would have been vertical if it was sitting in its position, you've got that piece right there. You got this wall that comes across. You've got a corner right there, and then it comes across, and then we lose it behind this rock right here. But that's the one. Oh yeah, looks like a structured building, but all these so-called buttes are all. Yeah, well, these over here, and now forgive me, I had to burn this image like crazy. So half of this building didn't come out in the burn. It actually got lighter. But if I go down to this one down here, you can see the entire rooftop. That rooftop comes across here. In fact, it's probably easier just to go to the image. Let's see, this is structure 06. Oh, I didn't bring it up. Hang on, let me get it real quick. Oh, I'm already up over here. That's the enhanced. Where are you? There you are. Okay, it's probably a little easier to see it on here. But look at that rooftop comes across, and there's actually something behind it. I don't know if that's part of the butte or what, but this comes down, and if it's symmetrical with the left side of the building, it'll come down to about right in here. It looks like it has windows on it, and this is our train or whatever. Now, I thought at first that this was the bottom of this piece right here. Oh, and I forgot to talk about these beveled edges. There's one, there's two, and that's the stuff we were talking about on back. But this is actually a part of this structure right here. This one comes up 90 degrees, comes across. So the bottom of this piece is being obscured, and then it comes back down this way. Let's see. The V on its side is quite striking. Uh-oh. Where were we at? See, I moved too fast. I should have read that before I moved around. Let's see. We were... Oh, did you want to try calling? Oh shoot, I have to switch microphones. But if you want to try calling in, yeah, because you could probably now why did it do that? How do I approve a message? Come on, where do I go to approve? Yeah, Chris knows how to do this and I don't.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Mushroom. Come on, how do I approve? Okay, poll. Let's see. I had a remote viewing on Mars. Oh, really? You know, I've what was his name? Well, anyway, from the Farsight Institute, they did some remote viewings of Mars and found some really interesting stuff. And I would really love to see or to hear, obviously, what you saw in your remote viewing. Makes me wonder if all this happened the same time we lost the dinos. There is a theory about that. In fact, I just watched a video on that the other day. Was that on Joe White's channel? Somebody posted it, or was it on what's that other one? I just joined these groups. Mars Revealed. Mars Revealed has some pretty interesting stuff. In fact, I didn't know Neville Thompson is on Mars Revealed, and Dave Gannett is over there. And Dave posts about every day his flat finds, spelled PHLAT. Who else was here? But Sarah Runcie, who he mentions a lot. Obviously posts over here, so I said, "Ooh, I want to join that one." So I just joined that one. I joined Joe's just the other day because I usually don't do a lot on Facebook, but I started doing it. I said, "Well, yeah, I need to start looking at these pages because they post finds on stuff, on Mars and stuff, and it's like." Okay, if I do that, I can start, instead of me spending all the time looking for stuff, I can look at what other people have found and model that, which is what I want to do, is be modeling stuff more than doing actual search, because we have plenty of people that have got really, really good eyes that search for stuff. And for me to just do it, it's kind of I don't want to say it's a waste of time because it's not, but there's plenty of good people that are able to find this stuff a lot quicker than I am. Yeah. Facebook is one. Yeah, that would be cool. I've tried it. I went through some of the training on Farside Institute, and I couldn't really visualize what I was trying to focus on. And I know it's because I still think in, just in three-dimensional space, and I'm not like we have things that go on around here that we're pretty sure are spirits, because stuff disappears, it reappears, and nobody knows where it came from and stuff like that. And I never really see ghosts, but the day before yesterday, what, sweetie?
My bear.
Yeah, it's your bear. The day before yesterday, I was walking out into the living room, and it was still pretty dark. And I saw this shadow figure over by the door, and I didn't notice it at first. It just looked like a shadow, and then all of a sudden, it just went through the door, and I was like, "What the heck?" But normally, I don't see stuff like that. I don't see it, and it just surprised me that I actually saw that. But I know that it's my own mind that's blocking me from being able to remote view and stuff, because I went through some of the training, and I was really trying to work at it for a while, and I was like, it's probably because I think too much in this world, and I need to learn how to think more on a spiritual level. Oh, what did I miss? Oh yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I wish I would have got into some of that stuff. I wish I would have been able to get into some of that stuff in the military. I was more into, how can I say this, doing stuff with satellite imagery. during the Cold War era. Well, it was actually getting towards the end of the Cold War era, but they still had a need for us. So I love working with satellite imagery and stuff like that, although this stuff intrigues me more, even though you use some of the same techniques as you do with satellite imagery, because you're trying to make out shapes and figure out, you know, what we're looking at, and then you got to make a report on it, of course, but that's a whole other thing. But this thing is pretty cool, and like I say, I started modeling. Okay, let's go back to our model since I mentioned it. Okay, I just started on this cube. In fact, let me throw a texture on it real quick so you can see it better. I think I'll use a cement texture. Concrete. Okay, just to give it a little. But this is this piece right here. And I don't have it rotate. In fact, I could rotate it real quick. Somewhere about there. Rotate on the Y. Nope. Rotate on XX. Okay, so something like this. This piece right here is this piece right here. In fact, let me flatten it back out. And I'm not sure if this is an actual hole right here or this is extruded up. To me, it kind of looks like it's extruded up straight before it starts in this triangular shape. But here you can just barely see it, but here's the dividing line between this object and the rooftop. It's so hard to make out. Yeah, like I say, I think this whole structure, this is one structure right here, and it comes across, the roof's caved down right there. Okay, and then it comes across here, and this may be part of it, although it's hard to tell. But it comes across here, comes back, turns 90 degrees, comes down, comes across, and this, for whatever reason, is this a worship center or something? I don't know what this shape would be for, but this is the shape that it has, and it might actually thin out towards the top. Like I say, I just did this while I was waiting to come on when I thought I had everything set up. But yeah, I mean, like, this would be like a front of the building, this whole dark area right here. In fact, let's move you down. Grab on this one. Okay, now it's butted up against this rock right here. So it slid down and hit this and stopped. Is this another structure? I don't know, because it looks like it turns 90 degrees. But this would be like the front face of the building right here. This whole white area would be the rooftop. This would be the side. So I don't know. I mean, it's just like I say. So this would, if this was in its correct orientation, then this piece, and let me clear the rotation, Alt R. Oops, wrong one. Thought I was clicked on it. There we go. Alt R. And then this would be rotated on the Y 90 degree. Oops. Rotate on the X 90 degrees minus. And then rotate on the Z 45. Oh, no. Why is it doing that? Wait. Rotate on the X 90 degrees minus. Enter. That's what I did wrong. On the Z 45. Enter. Okay. That still didn't turn right. Oh, I know why. 90 degrees minus. Nope. minus again. That's it. Okay, so if this was sitting on the roof, sweetheart, I'm in the middle of the recording. You know that, right? Okay, thank you. So if this was sitting on the roof, it would be in this orientation. I'm going to color it a different color for a moment. What do I have? Okay, is that better? I just want you to be able to see it real well. And this may be thinner on this direction. This way, I'm not sure. And then it's rounded. I still haven't done that. Oops. Let's see. Let's do this real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Nope, wrong face. So if you look at this, it would be something like, so it comes like that, and so it's a little rounder, but I don't know. I mean, is what it would be, what it would signify. That's what I should say. Kind of piping or a ledge. Okay, let's. Yeah, Leslie, and there's a lot in this image. This is just one section. I saw an aerial view of a city on Mars last night. Wow. I would love to. I had a vision one time. I don't know if it was just a dream or whatever, but when I woke up, I could still taste the salty air in my mouth. I was on the shoreline of Gale Crater, and there were all these people. They looked pretty human, but not quite. And they were selling little things like the little markets you see when you go to the bays and the beaches and stuff, and you see all those little fish markets and stuff. They used to have them out in, well, they still do, out in Monterey, California, when I lived out there. And I used to go down there all the time and pick up some fresh fish. I mean, real cheap and stuff. But it was kind of like that when I woke up after having that dream or vision. I could still taste the salty air in my mouth. I was like, wow, that was a really vivid dream if it was just a dream. But I don't know if it was a dream or it was them showing me something. See some kind of hallway or corridor inside the structure. Now, are you talking about this structure here? And yes, there's this part right here. There's a wall on this side and a wall on this side. How close can I get before it gets really blurry? See that right there? And then on this side, like I said, we see this piece of wall that's broken. This is the roof where it's collapsed down right here. It's always better to go to the images, I know. Let's see, 6. Okay, like I say, now this is really, the contrast has really been brought up, and I burned through a lot of this. But I mean, these look like the interiors of structures. I mean, there's just, there's just too much that's symmetrical. This wall and this wall, this one's 90 degrees from this wall, perpendicular to this wall. And over here, like I say, this could be a hallway, or this just could be the thickness of this outer wall. I don't know. But yeah, okay. All right. This structure. Yeah. I mean, the whole roof is just laying inside of what's left of us. And this is the front wall of this structure, by the way. Let's see, where am I going with this? Down here, comes across to here. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Am I looking at this right? Are these two part of the same? I thought this was a separate one. Yeah. Oh, this may be part of one structure. Okay, I didn't realize. So this, well, okay, if that's so, I gotta really look at this now. This piece that we're talking about right here, this kind of triangular piece, would be in the middle of this, because this wall comes all the way over here. And this would be in the middle. I thought this was more towards an edge. So and there is an interior wall like I talked about, but this is this all actually, wow, okay, this may be, this will be a massive structure if it is. She fell?
Yeah.
All right, well, Mommy will have to help her. I think the front one. Well, yeah, it's turned, like if this was straight up, it's turned so far this way, and it's butted up against rocks and stuff like this. You see this right here? And then this is another maybe column piece that was on the roof. So yeah, it's definitely, we're seeing this is the inside, although this is the roof, but it's collapsed down into this inside, and there's some pieces laying right here. And I don't know what these are, but yeah, this is all down that slope. So good eye, yeah. We're definitely seeing everything from a kind of top-down view onto it, since it fell down the slope. Because like I say, these buildings are upright, and you can't see the rest of this one through my burn. I'm sorry, but it would come across to here. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if you even look at these, how tall they are. And I don't know what the size of this is. You know, I'm just backing up here. And this is just a snip of the image. I mean, they look like massive structures to me. If not massive, like if this really is some sort of RV or travel trailer or something that we're seeing inside of, then, you know, these aren't massive, but they're still, you know, large structures. Especially this one that comes up to about here and then across down to here. And like I say, you can see that better. There it is. Okay, in this one you can see the rest of the roof. And I don't know why it disappeared when I burned it, but it should have actually brought out these darker lines better. But that part right there just completely disappeared, including the mountain behind it when I burned it. But yet our little train or whatever it is that's right here, it did not disappear. In fact, it brought it out a little more. It's huge width and height as well. Imploded. Yep. See, NASA takes out all the vegetation. I was thinking open up like a can. Oh yeah. Speaking. Are we talking about in this image on the barnacles, or where? Because I'd love to look at that. Like I say, I haven't, sadly this week I haven't had the time to look through and do everything. I should have had most of this stuff modeled this week, but it's been a really busy week. In fact, I was running around before I got started, like I say, taking care of some stuff, and I said, well, I got to get back home because I got to get this stuff. You better get down from Mommy's chair. You're not supposed to be on Mommy's chair, are you? I said I got to get back and get this going. And like I say, I still had to change the oil in the car, and I had to season up the chicken and get it ready to cook and make the mashed potatoes. I'm like, good Lord. So I came in here about 30 minutes ahead of time and got everything set up. I was like, okay, we're good. It's working. No, it's not working. But this is another ledge over here. There's one that I want to show.
Fire.
Yeah, that's probably... They're coming after you. That's the cops, honey. They're coming after you. Go hide under the bed. Hide under the bed. The cops are coming after you. Uh-oh, they stopped outside. Hurry, hide. That's so mean. Stay hidden now. You don't want them to know where you are. All right. Good. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see those pics. No. Oh, what were we talking about? I think some parts are splayed open and others are crushed. Yeah, definitely. This building right here, if this is a building, if that's what we're looking at, everything fell off of this ledge. At least that's my best guess on this. The ledge collapsed. Like I mentioned in the Discord, you think it was something natural? Maybe it was just erosion. It's just so old that, that it started collapsing. Or was it an earthquake? Well, Mars quake. Or was it maybe a missile strike? So, I don't know. Everything that was in front of this line right here, though, collapsed downward. And I mean, you can see how steep the hill is. If it weren't for these rocks protruding out, I think it would have gone all the way down the hill. But I still want to know what this piece is. Hopefully I get to model that this week. I don't want to take too long on this model, but it is a very interesting scene. Yeah. She only fell for it for a couple of minutes. She's out in the living room playing now. But yeah, I don't know what this thing is. So you can see all these little pieces coming down. I wouldn't even know how to start modeling that thing, because the one thing I can tell is this goes straight back, but it's got a curve to it. Both sides right here, I can see these little like cubicle pieces coming off with the hole in it. And I would imagine it's on the other side. But in here, I mean, is this another piece right here? Do those come out? Oh, excuse me. Do those come out straight? Do they come out at an angle? Is this, this is coming forward, so these pieces are coming forward. This piece would be very hard to model and get it right. I think there's more vegetation on Mars. I think there's more of an atmosphere on Mars. I think there's more of a water cycle on Mars than what NASA is telling us. We were talking about it 2 weeks ago now, I think. The shadowing under the rocks, and then a second shadow at a different angle. Unless this is Tatooine and there's two suns, I don't know. Looks windows. Where was it? If you're talking about up here, these look like windows. Yeah, definitely. Well, that one looks like it's the window of the RV. call it the RV travel trailer. But in here, looks like windows. I couldn't really see anything on here, but it's got this like, I mean, this looks kind of cylindrical, but it's got these like almost triangular-like shapes, but you know, rounded, that go up the back of our train, for lack of a better word. I don't know if that's a train or if it's a building, but it's got these beveled edges. And then this part actually is extruded inward, so these walls come out just past it. Just past this. Oops, I don't mean to keep bumping the mic. This part is in. It's pushed in. In fact, oh, I have that one modeled. Well, I don't have the back piece model, but I have the wall itself. Let's go back. Are we in? Okay. Unhide you. Is that number 2? Yeah. Oops. Click on it. So this is how that wall would come in. And like I say, I haven't had a chance to get to this piece right here would be right in the middle of this, and it goes all the way up. But this is kind of what it looks like here.
Daddy, I love running.
All right. So you can see those edges and stuff. Oh, I'm yawning again today. I've been up. The girls woke up at 4:30 this morning. I was like, good grief. Why are you up so early? But yeah, that's kind of what that one looks like. And I have the other structure too. And you're seeing these not from this angle, but more like this angle, something like this right here. And I haven't finished with the textures and stuff. I really got to get back to this tomorrow. But these are those train cogs. Oops. Okay, am I in edit mode? Yes, I am. Like I say, we were talking about those. I don't remember if I finished talking about these. They are... Oh, it's so hard to see in here. I have to go to the burn. But let me show you what they look like, and then I'll show you in the burn what they look like. They kind of have this beveled square tubing on the end of them. And they're facing... well, if this was the outer cog, it'd be, you know, facing away from you in the image, kind of like somewhere right here, because you can see the other edge of it, this other edge too. But you can see this shiny part going around it.
Dad, Mickey Mouse crying.
All right, honey. Okay. Okay, but that's kind of what this looks like. And I have no idea what the front side looks like. If that one's conjecture, but we could see this square piece, and it actually went up against this wall here. We kind of lose it. See that wall right there? All right, let's go to the burn so I can show you what that looks like. I don't think I ever showed that. Oops, go here. Right here. Oh yeah, I did show this, didn't I? See, you got this kind of square part right here, and then it's got this round looking, you know, the axle part, and there's the train cog. It's obscured by this piece. Oh, I never showed this piece either. And I'll show that one. And then here's the second one, and you can see the rounded part in here, and then it comes into this square piece here, and then there's one more right here. At least I think that's one more. Now this, it may be just the way the light's hitting it, or this may be something different, because it actually looks like it comes out wider right here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're precious. But what was I gonna say? Oh, This piece. I wanted to show this piece right here. This looks like something metallic like the RV, but it's not as wide. It's flipped upside down. You can actually see this pole coming up to here, and then it actually has this extruded piece, this round extruded piece here, and then it kind of comes to a point. I'll show you what that looks like. And this, I don't know if this is a big thick axle for something. All right, I'll fix it in a minute. It just snaps right in. It looks like you can see it's rectangular shape, and then it comes up and then out past this wall. Oh my goodness! Fight the yawns. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be staying up so late and then having to get up so early with them. But yeah, let's look at that in the model. That I don't know if that's some sort of car or something flipped upside down, or what that was. What did I name that one? Chain car, travel trailer, main structure 02? No. Did I ever name it? Maybe that's why I don't see it. Oh, I never named it. I didn't know what to name it. Definite window C with the explosion they had on Mars in our time. The Second World War. Scientists did say was huge implosion, etc. Yeah, like I say, Brandenburg has talked a lot about the explosions on Mars. And while I'm not sure, well, actually, I should say, the nuclear bombs might have hit, you know, however many, what did it say, 300 million years ago or something. But something happened recently, very recently. The 1940s. All right, thank you. And what I kind of thought was, okay, if his timeline's right, which probably is, there have probably been people fighting. Well, I don't know about 300 million years till now, but there would have been people fighting for resources at the end, especially if most of your vegetation and everything was destroyed. So I don't know, you know, was it 300 million? Whatever he said on when the nukes hit. But I don't know. I just watched a lecture and I uploaded the notes on the Discord. They're Brandenburg's New Mars thesis? No. But anyway, it's one I uploaded on there because I was taking notes because it was so interesting. Now I got to go back through and read the notes. This is that pole that I think goes across there. That's what it looks like in the image. And it actually looks like this thing is hollow on the inside. And then I don't know what to make of this like cube looking thing underneath. That is right. And it's not rotated in position, but this is it. And you can see, actually you can see it better in the other one. But it looks hollow in here, and then there's that cube. Let me see. It's always better to show it. It always comes out better in these. See, this is the same image that's in Blender, but sometimes if you just show it from the image viewer, the photo viewer, you can see it better. See that pole that comes across? And it goes right down inside of there, sitting inside of this thing. And then this is the front edge. And then it comes across. It's got a piece that comes up, across, and over, right where that cube is. And you see it comes down, across, back up, back across, back down, down to here, and then it looks open in here. Or, well, it is open, but it looks like something is sticking out right here. You just barely make it out. But see, that's open in here. And I don't know. I looked at books before. Well, I will say I do believe there is still life on Mars. We've just seen too much evidence of. Well, I have one video that I did a while back where there was this ship that was on the left-hand side, and there was the woman and child sitting there on a rock. She's got her hand up on the child's shoulder. The child is looking at the rover, and as if he wants to run over there and play with it or something. And I had to do some burning to bring it out, but you could still see it in the original image, and that's what made me look at that. And then my mother-in-law was the one who said, well, that looks like a guy. Oh, I didn't mean to bump the mic. That looks like a guy sitting on top of that boat over there, like he's getting ready to hop down in there. And they had all these pieces laid out on the ground like they had been scavenging. And that's what I would imagine would be going on anyway. If you have a society that was almost totally destroyed, you would have people scavenging for resources. And that's what it literally looked like. Hold on just a second. Stop playing with that door. Get out of that bathroom. Well, then go, but stop playing with the door. They're playing in the bathroom. But I would think they would be, scavenging for parts. Food, anything useful. And a shipwreck would contain a lot of preserved food. And like I say, the mother and child were sitting there. Wow, what video was that? I probably still have the image. If I find that image this week, I'll try to post it on the Discord server. Yeah, let me look real quick. We got time. It's not like I don't have, like I have to get off at a certain time or something. What video is that? Let me go through. Okay. Here. Oops. Hang on just a second. Let me get organized here. Why is it? Oh, because I have it on this side. Okay. Reattach you to that. Okay. Alara! Leave that bathroom door alone. Yeah. Where was that? Give me a second. I'll find that one because yeah, you're right. That's a good one. It's gonna be an older video. Videos. Oh wait. Where's my That's under people. Let's see. Playlist. There we go. Now. Wait. Well, live on Mars. Okay. Oh my goodness, let's see. Oh, I think I just. Okay, no, it's not that video. Let's see. Click. Close it. Okay, people in temples. with the boat. It's probably this one. Is this it? Give me a second. I'm looking through some of my old videos. Because if it is this one, it's 590. Curiosity saw 590, but I swear I had the thumbnail has a picture of them sitting there. I don't think it's that one. Okay, let's go to videos. Close that. It's gonna be way back. Okay, there's the one with Jenny in there. Okay, that's the first. Alright. So it should be after that one. Where are you? Wait a second. Large vehicles. Let's see. No. Ah, there it is. Okay. The name of the video is Are There People Alive on Mars? And let's see. Was it Opportunity? Opportunity rover saw 4823. But yeah, let me see if I can drop the link. This is back before I knew how to really work with photo editing and stuff. So I just basically did a quick cutout of them and put them in there. But this is pretty cool. Let's see, copy. Let's go back over to here. Now, can I drop the link? Let's see, did that work? Yeah, that's that one. It's pretty cool because when I looked at it, let me go through this and then I'll, you know what? Why don't I just bring this over so we can look real quick. Okay. So it's a bad cutout of them, but I mean you can see her arm is up on his shoulder. It looks like he's looking back at the rover. Let me see if I can get to the image itself. Okay. This is from the image. It looks like this jug right here. My best friend's change. Take a look at this. Let's see. It's already full size, right? Yeah. Okay. Look at this. Here's his head right here. And I realize it's not super clear. But you can see she's sitting on this rock right here. It looks like white pants. And it looks like he has some baggy pants on. And here's her right arm coming down. Okay, she's sitting on the rock. Here's one knee coming out this way. Here's another knee coming out. It's right behind him. He's standing up, and he literally looks like he's got his arms out here. He's looking at the rover and wanting to wanting to go and play with that thing or look at it or whatever. But this is it. Yeah, and then in this same image, over when you're looking at them, if you look over to the left where the boat is, you can see there's somebody sitting there on where an opening is, and it looks like he's getting ready to jump down in, or he just climbed back up there from inside. And they had all this stuff lined up. I think if I remember right, it was on to their right, like they had been scavenging all day in some pretty interesting pieces. Some of them look like normal pieces, like this is a jug or something right here. This is one, but this was sitting separately. I think this is like their water jug, since it's probably not easy to find water on Mars. They probably, wherever they live and wherever they get their water from, they probably carry it within jugs, I would imagine. But this looks like a jug, and it comes up at to a point up here where there might be an opening or something, and it comes down, and this is the base of the jug right here. But yeah, this was a long time ago. When did I? September 21st of 2020, so more or less a year and a half ago. Okay, you found it. Oh. It kind of does. Yeah. But yeah, tell me that doesn't look like two people right there. And like I said, then we have the third one that's off to the left. I wonder if I have that image. Oh, that's so long ago. Let's see. That would be... Where would I have that? Is it under... Previous... Opportunity... Now I might have. Where would I have that stored? But I'm sure I could find the Gigapan again if we needed to. But yeah, yeah, I don't think Mommy wants to let her kid go over there and play with it. It's probably others saying, "Those damn Earthlings and more of their junk on our planet." Yeah, this was pretty interesting. When I saw this, I don't remember anybody doing a video on this part of it. They were focused on other things in the I think it was a Gigapan. I don't think it was just a standard. Yeah, it was a Gigapan. And I was looking around, just looking around, and I saw, this is what I noticed at first, was that white part, and I thought, what the heck is that? And started looking closer, and then I noticed this down here, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't look like a standard rock. And then there was some other stuff. I think the stuff that they gathered was laying over to the right, and I said, well, those are some interesting shapes. And then I went back to this here, and I said, well, that looks like a shoulder right there with an arm coming down, and it's even resting on front of this rock, because see, this rock goes across here like this. I said, it looks like another, here's the other shoulder coming down, and then like her arm would be like this, holding onto his shoulder. I said, well, that looks like either a smaller person or a kid. His head smaller and everything. I said, and it kind of looks like he's looking over at this rover wanting to go play with it or something, and she's telling him, you stay right here, you ain't going nowhere. Yeah, but like I say, and then there looks like a guy, or it could be opposite. This could be the guy holding the kid, and the woman could be over on top of the boat.
1, 2,
you can't. I mean, you can't tell gender, but you can see it definitely looks like a chest right here, and a torso, stomach area. Even looks like maybe ribs or something coming through. Who knows? And same with on the kid. It's a little bit more blurry, but you can see what looks like his torso or her torso. So that was it was a pretty good one there. Honey, I'm almost out of soda. Y'all ain't supposed to be drinking soda anyway. But yeah, and that wasn't the only one. Let's see. I know. Where's that other one? I mean, I really believe there is still life on Mars. Oh, that was Perseverance Sol 4. That stone, what looks like stone, manufactured stone sitting in front of there. This one looked like that? Anyway, that one looked like a person way back on the hill. Let me full screen it. You gonna be able to see him clear enough? I think that was him back here. Which, by the way, where I saw him at was, this is a cave structure here. This is, if I remember right, Curiosity Hall 855. And we actually got to see this whole thing. The rover actually drove around to the back. Hey, quiet. Mommy's sleeping. Actually drove around to the back. Stop! Stop jumping on the bed. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I've been... oh, this is the cave structure right here. I've been doing this for 2 years. Sadly, my earlier videos were just long and drawn out. This looks like a big piece of pottery right here. This is the cave entrance over here, and I just saw that Joe had actually, over at Art Alien TV, had done a video on this one with the cave, and he actually brought out, brightened it up a bit more than I did. You can actually see inside of there, because I thought this looked like a cave, and this, maybe looked like carved stone, like this was all carved out, and the cave was hewn out of the rock itself. Yeah, that's that piece right there. Yeah, I like this one. This one, I was gonna get my friend Bruce, who's the geologist and paleontologist. I always want to say paleontologist, but he corrects me and says it's paleontologist. And everything. We were going to talk about those lines on the other side of the hilltop. They'd actually be on this back side. I thought it was some sort of maybe fungus or something, maybe something edible even, who knows. They're actually in the cracks of some of these rocks. Yeah, this one took a good bit. This one has the platforms on top. But yeah, no, surprisingly, I've been doing this for a little over 2 years. 3 years? I don't know if it's been 3 years yet. But this looks like a platform on top, both of these. There it is. Yep. Right here. Oh no, not Brucey's all. He was the one we were talking about. I was talking about with you last week or whenever it was. He's the one who did the Cydonia 2 complex on Earth. He's got a whole. He's got his webpage where he's got the whole all his stuff, his notes and everything from that, all his findings. That's what I was trying to say. All his findings from that area over in the Wallkill River Valley region of New York. And then he's got videos on YouTube. If you look up Cydonia 2 complex, I think it comes up on YouTube under Cydonia 2 complex. Really fascinating, his finds. And some of top researchers, archaeologists and stuff here in the U.S. have actually read and emailed him about it. They actually want some more info on it because he did this about 10 years ago or more. It was a while back when he actually first posted that. But yeah, he's done some updates on it. But no, not Bruce. He's all. I can't say one way or the other. I know that Chris has a beef with him, but I don't know the guy. I haven't watched his channel. Well, I've watched one or two videos here and there, and I mean literally like just a couple of videos. But I never. I don't know what the problem that happened. I missed that if Chris ever did talk about it, but I know he normally won't talk about it. But yeah, I wouldn't get into that either way. I don't like getting into people's personal business like that. Yeah, this controller thing. This thing looks like it's got these knobs on it. I modeled those. Where did you go? There you are. Right here. And some buttons or something. It's got more levers. And it's in front of this thing that looks like a wheelbarrow. That's all I can describe. And there was something inside of it. And I never did get modeling that. And then the image texture I used was from the image. Nowadays, I would probably make a rock texture to put on this. It'd look a lot better with an actual rock texture. Yeah, like I say, I've only watched him. I think I literally think like 2 videos. If it was more than that, it might have been 3. But I mean, I don't know. I just couldn't get into his videos. I wasn't anything personal or anything like that. I don't remember what he was talking about, and I was just like, okay, and I went on to something else. So, and the guy, I don't know, he might have good videos and stuff. Whatever video I clicked on, I just wasn't too much into it. Now, not long after I started watching Chris's videos, I got into, I think it was Joe White over at Art Alien TV was next. It was either him or the real Jimmy Roberts one. And at first I thought, wow, Joe's videos are really long and stuff. But he keeps you interested. It's not like it's just long, drawn out, and boring. But I was like, wow, this guy puts out long videos. But he's always got fascinating stuff to show you. It's not just, him just rambling on and stuff. He's showing you stuff. He's showing you where he's enhanced them and everything. And so, actually, when I started recording videos, now I wasn't editing videos or anything. I was recording them and putting them up. I was working full time. I was driving truck, in fact. And so I would work on modeling when I finished driving for the day. And, every week, I think I was putting one out a week. I was actually getting around. Let me mute this I forgot I wasn't muted. I was actually getting around to putting out the video. By the time I put out the video, I was like, okay, I need to take a break. I'm done, you know. The more you see on Mars and the Moon, you can see it was a civilization similar to ancient structures around the world. Well, exactly. It's privileged to see. Exactly. I think that it was us, or at least a version of us, that was on Mars. And then, you know, we have migrated back and forth. I think Chris even talks about it. Well, not I think. I know Chris even talks about this. You know, how we were on both planets. And if you look at the similarities, as you were talking about, Leslie Ann, about the structures in the machinery, even the cars we've seen, even I remember Chris, one of his earlier videos I watched, you know, where he's talking about that Jeep on the side of a hill, and I'm going, now this is back when I was still just barely getting into this stuff, and I saw that, I saw the title of the video. I'm like, oh, come on, a car, really? And then as he got into it and he started pointing this stuff out, I'm going, wow, that really does look like a car. It kind of has that shape. And then he showed more stuff, and I'm going, okay. And then he showed that long roadway. I forget what video it was, what saw from the rover. It was like a long roadway with a guardrail and all these. Same thing. I was going, yeah, no way. And then he starts, you know, getting into it and pointing the stuff out. And I'm going, wow, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that does kind of look like a car crash right there. Because one thing he was showing was like a car crash. But then you start realizing, well, this stuff is so similar to a lot of the stuff that we have. It's like, you know, these cars, some of the cars, I think I modeled one, the Cheyenne Mountain of Mars, which was, that's what I called the video, the Cheyenne Mountain of Mars. You can see this concrete, like opening to this bunker structure. You can see these like cinder block walls or you know, cubically carved stone, it might be, and then you can see where it was dug out. You can see this pile of dirt in front of it where it was dug out, and then you can see what looks like a car very similar to ours from like the 1980s, an old Lincoln, or maybe a Ford, an old like my Crown Vic, but well, okay, we'll just take the Crown Vic, like the late 70s, early 80s Crown Vic. You know, it had that shape to it. And I said, wow. I said, this stuff looks so similar to what we have on Earth. And when you enhance the image, you can see it even had windows. It had, it looked like wheel wells. They were hard to see, but they were there. And I was like, yeah, okay. You know, you just start realizing how similar this stuff is. And you say, okay, well, one of two things. Either we've been sharing technology back and forth with the Martians, or we came from Mars and people carried those memories, whether consciously or subconsciously, they carried those memories with them. Okay, I think we've seen what we need to see here. Oh, is that the piece? It looked like some sort of kiln or something. You had all these little pieces laying out here. It looks like they were making something, some sort of pottery or something. But, all right, I think we've seen enough of that one. But, yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. Some of the stuff you find on Mars looks very similar. Like these houses. Let me go to the unburned one. I mean, if you saw this structure with this shape on it here on Earth, the one that's behind our little RV, where you can see the roof come up and come down, this looks like it's behind this one. You can see the well, the RV itself, I mean, looks like a travel trailer. you see this stuff, and if you saw this on Earth, you probably wouldn't think anything of it. You'd probably just think it's another house. It's not like their building techniques were so different. We built in stone before. They built in stone. Some of this looks like concrete. We build in concrete. They build in concrete. In fact, I know Joe White's pointed out a lot of concrete. It looks like concrete structures with even rebar coming out. The real Jimmy Roberts talked about rebar. It looks like rebar coming out. What's the chances of us building or learning to build the exact same way without some sort of information crossing back and forth? Whether it was when we came to Earth from Mars, we carried that stuff with us, or whether there was information transfer between us. Nothing new under the sun, right? Yeah. Well, exactly, and that's what I was talking about earlier. You said maybe some of this stuff is still being used by survivors. I think so. I mean, there's now I have to try to remember when that was done. There's images from, I want to say it was Curiosity and not Opportunity, where pictures were taken on two different sols a few days apart or a day apart. I don't remember. And there was some stuff laying on the ground in one. And then in the other image, now granted it's taken at a slightly different angle, this stuff had moved. It had gotten moved. And it was near a structure. I do remember that. If I could remember which one that one was. Who did the video on it? Did Chris do the video, or where did I see that? I'm sorry for yawning. Good Lord. I shouldn't be this tired, but somebody woke me up this morning. Do you know who woke me up? Yeah, you're going to tell me Alara. But, oh, Chris did a video on it. Okay. All right. Yeah, where that stuff got moved. And wasn't, if I remember right, there was a structure nearby. And I was like, okay, how are they going to explain this stuff moving? And yes, it was a slightly different angle, but this stuff was moved a good bit. I'm going to drink some more caffeine. So, I don't know. Magic wind lifted up. There was something heavy, like shouldn't have been moved, and maybe a rock. Maybe I just don't remember. So many videos ago. I have to go through his archive and see. Yeah, see, this looks like it could be another overhang over here. There was. Okay, I do need to go back to the Gigapan. Okay, we can probably get rid of that. What do I do with the Gigapan? Should be here under Windows. Nope, it's not under that one. Nope, that's the image of the Gigapan. Did I close the Gigapan? No, it's here. Nope, it's not here. Okay, let's try the other one. Nope, that's just the chat. I closed the Gigapan, I guess. Let me see. Alright, well, we'll reopen it. You come over here. Full screen. All right. Let's see now. Oops. Oops. I'll leave the chat up so I can see what's going on. They blur. Yeah, I know it, and it makes it hard to get some of this to come out of it. Oof, that zoomed in real quick. I was looking to see, I think it was yesterday, if there was anything over in here that we could, that didn't look natural or we could make out, but, you know, maybe some of this stuff, but it's too hard to tell. But, let's see. Of course, here's our doorway, and I gave Joe a big thank you for this, because if you click on the doorway, it takes you right to my video. So I told him thank you very much for that. I wasn't expecting that. But oh, down here there was something. It's where are you? Was it here? Yeah. Okay, somebody tell me what in the world is going on right here. It looks like this thing is kind of oval shaped, and then this part comes up, of course, across and down, but it looks like it's got these legs that are holding this off the ground, even in the back. And I have not enhanced this part yet, but I have looked at this a couple of times, not as much as I wanted to this week, and I was trying to figure out what in the world. And if you look at the other side, maybe this is another leg right here. I don't know. Yeah, the shark. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What is it, though? Is that just a natural rock?
Hi, Daddy.
Hi. I don't know what to make of it. Even got an eye right here. You know, I have no clue. Oh, hi, sweetie. So your guess is as good as mine. I was hoping somebody, and it looks like this might be a concrete pad. What I thought was maybe this is actually hollow under here, but it kind of looks like maybe it's not, unless we're seeing the inside of this. Maybe this is some sort of amphitheater was what I was gonna say. Maybe it's an amphitheater. Maybe this is, you know, a big concrete pad. I don't know. I wish the image was a little clearer. How many? Yeah. So what is that? I have no clue. But yeah, I almost forgot about asking about that. To me it looks like it's solid under here, but it could be opened up. If you follow this curve around, see how the bottom of it curves around, and you even look in the back, same way. I mean, it just appears like it's solid, so I have no issue. Yeah, you can't snap your fingers. She was trying to snap her fingers like Daddy just did. Here's the other thing I wanted to show. This looks like it has a pipe coming out. See how this comes down? And right here it makes an elbow and goes straight into the ground right here. It looks like it's kind of cubic shaped, but I don't know. Easier to clean. Yep. Let's see. So there was that one. I didn't mean to back out that far. Where'd it go? Where'd you go?
I want chicken.
Oh, right there. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. And, you know, this was another thing right here. Now, this one I'll have to enhance to bring out, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay. It's basically a long rectangular cube. It's got this piece that comes up at an angle. Oh, look, stop yawning. I hate that. Okay, it's got this piece that comes up at an angle. Then it comes across. And then it comes back down at an angle. Like the two ends are just barely tapered in. You can see the right side the same way. And this comes pretty flat across top. Might have a little bit of curve to it. So that was the other one. When I noticed this one, I noticed that one second. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know Chris has talked about this a lot. Most of these spots, most of the time, these are burnt pixels. You'll actually see them in the different images. Let's see. It would be, are those... Okay, right through here. Of course, I won't find another one now that we're looking for it, but there it is. There it is again. And then you won't see it on this. Well, actually, you will because it's. Is that it? But if you see it in the same spot on all the pics from Curiosity, then you know it's the burnt pixel. Now, there was one. I think, yeah, Joe White over at Art Alien TV did a video on the bird, and he zooms in, he enhances it, and it looks like the wings. You can see the wings curved around. It looks like, you know, the body of a bird. And now that was something in the sky. It looked like a bird. But if you look at this, well, the burnt pixel is going to be down inside. But it's easy to see when it's one of the pieces of the image that were where the pixel is in the skyline. So we have to find like this one. We should be able to see it at maybe, is that it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's that's the burnt pixel, and it'll be there. Every image that Curiosity takes is going to have that burnt pixel. Right. Yeah, about the radiation. Well, or just heat. Those instruments can get pretty hot. There's been a few days on Mars where in Gale Crater region it got up into the 90s Fahrenheit. What would that be in Celsius? Would that be in the 40s? About the mid 90s. I think it was 92 or 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And I mean, those sensors are insulated to keep warm normally, but you get into the summer months in Gale Crater and it can actually get up, you know, in the low 90s. And I'm wondering if it was just heat from that burnt the pixel. Just the camera overheated and it damaged the sensor. Because we see that in every photo. Here's this rock here. That was the one I was looking for the other day I couldn't find. This thing looks like it curves around. See this curve on the back of it? And then it's got these walls it continues like a half a cylinder, but these come outward and are actually angled down. And you can see a curve on that side. And then the top, look at this piece. So this part would be hollow in here, and then you have the top piece that comes out like this, and it's, you know, curved around like this. And it is, you know, angled upward also. So that was interesting. And of course it's right next to this one that looks like it's curved around on the inside also, with these pieces coming out.
Good news, everyone.
Let's see. Where are you? There it is. There it is again. Let's see. Can we see it on this one? No, we'll see it again. Ah, there it is. Right there. And it's always the same shape. It always has that same shape. Here it is again. And if you look where it is in the image, like you could measure from here to the pixel, it will always be the same distance as long as the camera is zoomed the same. What is that? Right. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. If there's a dark part of the image, and that burnt pixel is right there where the dark part of the image is, you're not going to see it. If it's on a light part of the image, that's not the sky where you would have texture, you might just mistake it for a rock or something, or the shadow of a rock, I probably should say. Oh yeah, almost forgot about this too. I tell you, this is the Gigapan that keeps on giving. This thing was weird. Now I've looked at this a couple of times. I want to zoom out just a little bit, but it won't let me. It's either here or there. I don't know what this is. It looks like two walls. One, this one's closer to you, and then this one's farther back, and then it's got this block that goes in between. This looks like a block, and it looks like these are walls on the outside of the block, like they were a different material that was attached to the block. I looked at this, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to come back and model this one. I hope I don't forget to do this one. But if you look at the block inside, it's flat across here. It's got this corner. Of course, it's eroded a little bit, and then it comes straight down. In fact, you can see in this space right here, it comes straight down to the ground. And you look across the length of it, I mean, it's pretty flat going across there. Now, it does look like it's angled a little bit into the ground. In fact, I think it was right here where it looks like it ends. I think that's where it was, right? Yeah, I think this is where it ends on this side. And then on this side, I think where it ends is actually obscured by the outer wall right here, because we can't see. It doesn't come out past it. So maybe there's another piece here or something. Yeah, well, it could be terracing too. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what to make of this. Could this be, yeah, part of the ground, and these are the terraces? I don't know, but they don't go too awfully far. Oh, no. Wait. I'm wrong. It looks like more here. Or is that the underside of this rock? Okay. Okay. Now that's a possibility I did not think about. This could be more like we had on some of these more natural looking ledges up here. Well, we're seeing the underside of a rock. Is that what we're seeing? No. Well, it looks a little weird for the shape if it is, but there are pieces where it does look like rocks. So are these layered rocks that are overhanging? Let's see. The jaggedness of it all as well. Yeah. It's, So I don't know. Are these sticking more upright, or are they sticking more towards us? And these are part of these rocks. This looks the jaggedness, like you mentioned. This, yeah, it's very jagged. And I'm not seeing the rock follow it completely. Now you got some right here where we can see the rock, but you don't have any that I can tell right here. I don't know. And definitely not on this one. So I wonder if these are sticking upright instead of angled towards you. No, this was the first image I snipped. I don't know what this thing is. Where's the... I know I have the image. Let's see. No, that's that. Where are you? That was the very first image I snipped. Let me see. Go back to the Gigapan. Where are you? Oh yeah, yeah, right next to that. So that's this image, not that one. Right? Maybe I didn't snip it. I might not have. But I looked at this piece right here. I don't know what this is either, but it's almost cube shaped. You can see it's extruded down. You can see a line right here, a line that comes across here, a line that comes across here, and then of course we lose it by this wall right here. So, but this is the part that I can't figure out. This looks like it curves around this rock, like these are hollow, because it even looks like you see the rock in here. So these like pipes that come out of this, and it bends around, and see how it goes into the ground. Or maybe this used to stand upright, and this box, you know, was up off the ground, and these were just two poles holding it in the ground. And when the destruction came, the force of the wind blast from the explosions just bent this thing right back. I mean, I guess that's a possibility. And then we just lose we can't see the rest of it behind this rock here that's obscuring it. I guess that could be. I'm gonna have to pour a little more soda. I need a little more caffeine. Did I scare you? Y'all sure aren't letting mommy sleep very much. Alright. Oh, almost dropped it. Okay. Alright. I think it wasn't Just as I think some. Well, yeah. I mean, well, I said explosion, but yeah, there was. I mean, well, you were military, you said, so you know how some bombs work. Implosion grenades and of course missiles that do that. When they explode, yeah, there is an initial, explosion, but then they just suck everything back in and everything implodes. So, yeah, I mean, it could be. But this looks like this piece right here that we're talking about right here. It looks like the force of something. Now, it could have been an implosion from this direction or an explosion from this direction, but something, if those are poles and this is supposed to stand upright, so, something knocked it over. Are we talking here? This piece here? That's what it kind of looks like. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's, I mean, any of this just twisted metal, rock that looks like it was melted, strange shapes. Take a look at right here. This looks like it's oh gosh, no, I forgot what it was. Ricardo, you mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. Praveen Mohan, God damn it, what are they called? The see the round. This looks like your gosh, what is it? I can't think of it. I'll think of it. But this looks like one of those things. What is it? Lingam. Thank you. Yes. I couldn't think of it to save my life. This looks like a lingam right here. You've got see, this all is flat right here. Now it is kind of circular, but as far as level wise, it's flat. And then it comes down a level, and then this is circular, and then it steps off here. Well, look at this piece that comes up in the middle, across, and back down. That right there kind of looks like a lingam. But yeah, that's so, and it's right next to this very, very flat wall with, is this a doorway or what is this right here? See that square cutout? Comes across, down, across, and down. And you can see how this wall turns a 90-degree angle right here. This is the Gigapan that keeps on giving. I tell you, the more you look at it, the more you see. I just wish it was clearer. But yeah, that's what I thought of this piece. That looks like a lingam. I couldn't remember the name, of course, but I knew you would remember it. And I don't know what that looks like, a big block back here. Here's a Jeep right here. This is a old Jeep parked right there. Kind of see the Jeep shape. See how the hood tapers down in the front. Got the grill right here. Here's a fender over here. Here's a fender over here. Here's the glass. It's actually reflective of the roof of the Jeep right here. See the back of it. I don't know if that's what that is, but sure kind of looks like it to me. Can't see the wheels, but it kind of looks like there's one right here. Anybody want to go cruising around this area? We can just grab the Jeep and go. I'm sure it still runs. Jeeps, you can't stop a Jeep. Hard to say, but the hood looks more like the hood of a Jeep. See how it tapers down? I was gonna say it probably don't matter. NASA will tell us for sure that we're just seeing things. It's just pareidolia. That's not a Jeep. That's not glass reflecting the sunlight right here. It's not. It's just a rock. That's not a grill in front with even what kind of looks like headlights. It's not. It's not. It's a rock. It's a rock. That's all it is. Yeah. Like your feet on the ground unless they can beam you up. But yeah, that I tell you, that kind of looks like it. And it's parked next to the shed right here. See the shed with the slanted roof? Roof goes across here. Here's the doorway right here. So they're in there having themselves a drink. That's probably the drinking hole right there. These are not the droids you're looking for. No. Oh, let's see. What other things? And I have no idea on the size of this stuff. So, I mean, this stuff, you could probably you could go and pick this up with your hand or something. Or it might be the size of a Hummer. You know, I don't know. You know, trying to guesstimate from where the Rover is. To me, it looks like it's a good size, like 3, 4, 5 feet tall, at least. So a couple, that'd be a couple of meters. I remember that video. Yeah. Yeah, Chris is, in fact, in his early days for sure, he was pointing out cars in several of his videos. That roadway that extended all the way basically across the Gigapan, or across the image. I think that was just an image, a single image, I should say. I mean, there were cars. I remember the wrecked car and stuff like that. Never noticed this piece before. This one looks interesting. I'm not sure that one doesn't really look like just a natural rock. CVs are not rocks below. At the topology of the area, the Rover in that view. 150 feet. Okay. And I can believe it. I mean, they don't give us the data anymore that showed, you know, you could calculate stuff based on the data they would give you from distance from the Rover to the Butte, and then they'd give you the little measuring stick that'd be down here, and you could estimate the sizes of stuff, and they just don't do it anymore. I think that's because we found too many things. They're trying to keep this stuff hush hush now, and then they can just come back and say, well, that's only 2 inches tall, and how are you going to refute it, unless you can find it in the analyst notebook. Oh, is there anything else in this Gigapan? I really got a lot to do on this. I mean, I'm definitely not going to be able to model the whole Gigapan, but I want to try to bring out some of these, you know, I hate to say more important artifacts because all of it's important. They're all artifacts. They're all important. But the more prominent ones, I guess. Oh, I never even noticed that wall right there. Boy, I'm finding more stuff all the time in this now. Tell you, this thing just keeps on giving. No matter where you go in here. It's like you could take a dart and just throw it at the Gigapan if it was on the wall and you'd hit an artifact. Oh! I almost forgot to talk about this. I'll tell you. Okay, if these are overhangs right here, what are these things sticking out? Or why are these pieces? It looks like each piece, this is two pieces, you can see it's divided right here. And if this is some sort of platform that's overhanging, or a rock, as NASA will tell us, what's this right here and right here? So you got one on each side of this piece, and then you got one on each side of this piece. I looked at that and I said, well, that looks kind of strange. I have no idea. No way this is a overhang, seen an earthquake and survived, and it doesn't look like this ripped open plat. Right, yeah. Like this is some sort of metal structure or something, and it was just ripped apart. Yeah, that was what I was kind of driving at. Is this like a structure, you know, like this would be the foundation of a structure, but most of the time, even on Mars, it looks like their foundations are made of concrete and not like a steel base to it. Or is it a wall that's, you know, fallen over? What's going on in this piece right here, basically, is what I'm asking. Because this piece right here, let me move over a little bit. It kind of looks like it comes back to here and then ends back here. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, there was so much in this Gigapan. It's just hard to tell. And it actually looks like this is part of a structure right here that fell. If this was like the platform like we had on the other part of the image, that this fell from up here. Because there's the back of it. See that line go up? And then you kind of see it come across. Or maybe this was the rest of this itself. Maybe it wasn't a structure on top. Maybe this was a structure. I wonder. No. I just had an idea. I was about to say, is this like a highway, part of a highway? Like in the U.S. here we have, you know, the interstates, and they're divided. The interstates are divided, and then, you know, this would be going one way, and this one would be going the other way, because it almost looks like it has these beams. But if this is coming straight out, I mean, where is it coming from? And if it was like this would be the overpass, where would it go to? And the rest of this just drops off pretty steep. So now I think that was an idea that died of loneliness. Bathroom break, no problem. See what those Discord notifications are. Oh, right. Oh, okay, I'll look at those Well, I can bring him up on the other side just in case it's. This shadow makes no sense. Oh, okay. Let me see. Uh-oh. Well, it brought it up anyway. Okay. Where was that? Let me get back to my chat here. Wait, wrong one. That one. No, over here. Where was that? Oh, over here. Here we go. Yeah, now we've got some interesting things going on here. I think what's going on is this is the underside of a rock. And this would be the top side. Well, not a rock because it sticks out pretty weird. Another platform. I'm starting to wonder if my assumption might be right that maybe this at one time was a big highway with overpasses. So look, here's this. What Ricardo's talking about right here actually looks like another piece of that bridge or whatever. It does have a rock texture here. Yeah, I don't think it's a rock either, Leslie Ann. I'm just saying it has kind of a rock texture, but that could be, melted concrete and steel. In fact, that's kind of what it looks like, is melted steel and concrete mixed together. If you ever saw pieces of the World Trade Center after 9/11, the pieces that they showed of the melted steel and concrete, it has this like look to it. This all looks like melted. But I think we're looking at the underside. This is obviously on the side. Yeah. Am I wrong? Didn't it kind of have this shape to it? Where's my... If I do it slow. Okay, there it goes. Let's say, how can I full size this without it going to the other screen? It kept going over to the other screen. But yeah, it kind of had that. I'm starting to really wonder, was this maybe some sort of... But where would it go? I still don't know where this bridge would go. I mean, we're back to our structure over here, the one we started on. I don't know. Yeah, right, congealed together.
Daddy, I'm trying to look for a bug.
What bug? You found a bug?
No,
No?
I'm trying to find him.
Oh, okay.
He's not in the cabinet.
Oh, there's no bugs in the cabinet?
Nope,
Let's hope not.
he's gone.
Good. Don't need no bugs. That'd be another problem.
It was another one.
Another one?
Yeah. I killed him.
You killed a bug?
Yep.
What kind of bug was it?
And ew.
It was in there?
Yeah.
They're so serious. All right, sweetheart. Yeah. Well, not very long ago, one of the volcanoes, there's 3 volcanoes that are east of Aeolus Mons, right? It's a big, yeah. Aeolus Mons. There's those 3 volcanoes. I can't remember what they're called. And one of those, I think it was just one, but one or a couple of them were actually spewing out something like there was steam or something was coming out of those. Now, I know NASA will tell you those volcanoes haven't been active for billions of years, but I don't know. I think it could be a lot less time than that. This block look weird. Okay, we have an edge that comes down right here. So this face over here is facing that way. So we have an edge that comes down. This comes back like this. And then this face right here is you know, if it's a cube, this would be facing, you know, off to your right, kind of towards you, but off to the right. And this one is off to the left on the side of the hill. And then, of course, it curves out. Like right here, you can see the curve, and it comes up straight. And then this side is actually coming towards you, but it curves out, and then it comes up straight, and it's kind of rounded at the top. I don't know what's going on there, but then you have then you have this rock right here, which we're seeing the underside of, and it's kind of propped up on this piece right here and this piece, and so it's hollow underneath here, and it's flat across that edge, but this is rounded. So I don't know what's going on there either. Let's see, did I ever look at these? That looks like a block right there. Yeah, Olympus Mons. Was it Olympus Mons that was not erupting but spewing out steam, or was it one of the, I thought it was one of the other 3. I can't remember. But it was showing some activity either way. It was one of those. It might have been Olympus. But that's what I was trying to think of, Olympus Mons. I don't know what this thing is, but see how it's got this part in the middle right here? This is one side of this block. This is the other side of this block. It actually looks like there's a brace piece that's coming across. This is extruded downward, and so is this right here. I don't know what to make of that one. Okay, yeah, it was one of the... Okay, that's what I thought I remembered, but I don't remember how long ago that was. A few months ago? A year ago? I don't remember. Termite mound. Yeah. Those are some large termites. Those termites on Mars, they have a nasty bite to them. They're about this long, each one of them. Martian fire ants. But yeah, that's kind of what we got to work on this week. That structure is going to take a good bit, which is fine. I just hope I don't get sidetracked by other stuff. And this time it was stuff that we had to get done. Where did we go? It's in here. Yeah, you know, I don't know, sweetie. Yeah, they eroded the structure, eating all the wood and material. In fact, Martian termites, I think, can eat through steel too. In a few minutes, sweetheart.
When you get up and done.
Yeah, when I get up and done. Look, somebody lost their cooler right there.
Yeah.
There's their ice chest.
Yeah.
What if it's still full of beer?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I like it.
You like it? How do you know what beer tastes like?
But it's same water.
Mmm.
But it's not. But it's not.
Huh?
It's not.
It's not?
But
You're sure?
It's not. But
Alright, where was I going?
and there's pet and I go pet him.
You gonna go pet him?
Yeah.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
But
I think we've looked at pretty much everything on here. Yeah.
it's my pin.
That's your pen right there?
Yeah. It's on the computer.
It's on the computer. Yeah. How did it get on the computer?
I don't know. I'm trying to grab it.
Oh, you want to grab the pen?
Yeah, I can't reach it.
You can't reach it?
No.
That's what I was trying to get back to. But yeah, this is going to be... Alright, sweetheart.
Two.
Okay, I'll let you grab it in a few minutes. This is going to be a challenge to get some of this. I still don't know what to make of this shape right here. And like I say, the burn on this part comes out a little better for this.
Right, she can't go.
But I'm quite sure that all this is
Daddy,
laying
I'm trying to touch
this
the
way.
white.
All right, don't touch it.
He wants to
It's all
touch.
collapsed down and laying this way, and then we're looking inside that
And then
structure
turn it off.
with a collapsed roof.
Turn it off.
But yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. I've got a good bit left to model. Let's see. Oh yeah. The back of this. I'll try to make that out this week and see what that looks like. Like I said, I wonder if this is a train piece, but it should come straight across here if it wasn't obscured by this building. It looks like the bottom is right here. It's hard to tell, of course. And then it would come across here to about this portion right here and come up. Kind of, yeah. What was it? Red Planet, where they were like these little crab-like creatures, and they ate that guy through his suit. I don't remember. Was that movie? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, skeletal or girders. Well, and that's the thing. Is it something that was living before, or is it some sort of architectural piece, or what is it? I don't know. Oh yeah, I just was it last night? I watched that Mission to Mars with was it Don Cheadle and Gary Sinise, and I don't know, it popped up as a recommendation on YouTube. I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Yep.
It's color black.
No, it's orange.
That's orange, yeah?
Yeah, orangey.
I got angry on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Color
Orangey.
black. Which one is black?
Yeah,
Which
it was.
one?
It was kind of interesting. It was interesting enough to keep my attention. Let me put it that way. I just didn't like how red they made the planet. I was like, "Ah, come on, Yeah, I know that NASA's been pushing that forever, but the pictures we've seen, it's not that red." Oh yeah, Richard Hoagland. He didn't like it, or he did like it?
This is color.
But yeah, at least they addressed the face on Mars. Now that was pretty. That part I liked.
How you like?
Yeah, I liked that part.
I like that part too. A really nice show.
Yeah, I haven't watched Moonfall yet. Hoagland was saying. Ah, okay. Yeah. The face on Mars part was pretty cool. I like that. It was really interesting how it was the DNA that unlocked the face. That was cool. Mhm. All right. Well, I think we'll get ready to jump off here. It's probably pretty late for y'all. Let's see. It's 5. So 12:20. 12:20? Good grief. That's about when between 11 and 12 is when I usually get ready for bed. I'm usually playing on the computer. I've usually done working on models about 6, 7, maybe 8 o'clock, unless it's like last night when I was trying to get a whole bunch done, and then I finally, I think at 8 o'clock is where I said okay, and then I saw that pop up on my YouTube suggested videos. I'm like, Mission to Mars, Gary Sinise, Don Cheadle. Oh, I want to watch that. So, and it had some other big name actors in it too, but that was pretty cool. The Witching Hour, yeah. Well, all right. Well, I tell you what, this has been great. I didn't realize how much time it actually passed. Of course, we got started 30 minutes late. I don't know.
So I watch Plan.
I don't know. But we got started 30 minutes late, so that didn't help. My girls are hungry, so I better go feed them. But, all right, I'm going to jump off here, and you guys have a great night. Get you some rest. Goodness. And we'll see you definitely on the full video, and it may take me a few days. I'll be working on this tomorrow. Usually I don't work on Sundays on this model. I usually am working on another project, whatever I've got, going, like either the backroom stuff or like the newsroom one. I haven't even had a chance to get back to that. I want to do it now. I'm gonna have to re-record the news segment itself, because I had that recorded and I was testing it out to see how everything worked, make sure everything was going to work in the studio and whatnot. And now I'm going to have to, re-record all the news segments because they're really old now. But, yeah, I've got that project. Usually I work on that stuff on Sundays. And during the week, most days I'm usually working on the Mars stuff itself, the models like this. And then I'll take one day during the week and try to do one of the other projects, whether it's whatever I worked on Sunday or whatever. And that way I'm kind of changing it up a little bit, because if I keep doing this every day, day in and day out, my eyes start getting crossed. So hey, I'm glad you came too, because yeah, I'm gonna do this now every Saturday. So I'll try to keep it the same time, unless y'all want to do it maybe a little earlier in the day. Maybe it's easier for y'all. because at 4 o'clock it would be 11 o'clock your time. So we could actually start earlier if you want. Like, I can start at 12 my time, which would be 9 o'clock your time, right? No, that'd be 7 o'clock your time. So, I mean, we could try that. Oh, okay. You're a night owl. Yeah. All right. Well, we can keep going. I could keep talking. Yeah, they need to eat and spend a little time. Oh, see, it did it again. It retracted your message, Ricardo. How do I... Can I just right click? How do I approve it? Reload. Save as. Cast. Okay, there's got to be some way I can approve it. Click here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. How to, if a message gets retracted, how to approve it, because I don't know why it retracted it. Oh, you retracted it. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. But all right, well, y'all have a great night. I always say you guys, and I always try to correct myself afterward when it's too late. But guys and gals, have a great night, and we will see you on the full video. I hope to get that out in the next couple of days, but like I say, there's a lot to do, so hopefully I can get some stuff modeled. All right, Leslie Ann, take care. It's great to see you in here. Ricardo, as always, great to see you. And we're going to get that live thing going one of these times, the live phone call. I want to try that out. So hopefully on this next one. I sure will. I'll give him a hug. Well, all right. We'll see you very soon.